Shalom, Salakia. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rocha, Chodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone teaching the Ruwell. Shalom unto the Akim, the hopeful elect that puts the truth with all truth and sincerity. All right, this is your brother Zakar. It's coming back with another video. It's going to be various topics. All right, I don't have a specific topic I want to go into, but I'm a, flow in the spirit. All right. Now, as we see, we see that Jacob, you so-called Native Americans, Latinas, and you so-called African Americans, all right, which are part of the Southern Kingdom, you so-called African Americans and West Indies and so-called Haitians, Southern Kingdom, and got the Northern Kingdom. Now we see how things is being pushed, man. All right, we seen how this world is leading up to a digital currency. All right, so everything is leading up to, it's setting up the stage for the big old M, M to the O to the T to the B, man. All right, we should already know what that means, okay? And this is just another great prophecy that we got to go up under, man. That we got to go through. All right, being chastised, okay? So, matters of fact, let's grab the book of Hebrew, chapter 12, and verse 8. All right? Because Jacob trouble, man. Hebrew chapter 12 and verse 8. Matter of fact, Salakia. Let's start at Hebrew chapter 12 and verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastising of the Most High, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. All right? It is part of the walk, man. We got to endure all things, as it says. Endure all things. All right? Until the end, and the same shall be saved. Roughly paraphrasing. Book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12. I'm going to grab it. I don't want to butcher it. All right? This is another part of the walk, man. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 13. Salakia. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13, it reads, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right, the one that gonna endure unto the end are the elect, okay? Not the whole nation of Israel. Got a lot of camps out there teaching that false doctrine, okay? Now, eventually, the whole nation of Israel will be saved on the second go around, all right? But well, Salaki, I misspoke, but in the kingdom of heaven, they will be saved, man. Okay? After, after the nuclear missiles wipe this place out and, the kings start to be rebuilt and we start to have children and, so they will be coming back to the nation of Israel, but not right now, man. All right? These Negroes out here are gone, man. Their mind is through. Okay? But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Verse 24. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right? And that's what's happening right now, man. Okay, you got brothers preaching this, preaching the truth, man, preaching this gospel. All right? Using the unicorn, man, the internet. All right, the satellites, with the YouTube, man, that goes into the unicorn. Okay? Brothers everywhere preaching the truth. Italy, what is it? Brothers up there in Holland, brothers, doing sign language for the jakes out there that are deaf. So there's no excuses. All right, there'll be no excuses for that day, man. Okay. All right, it was all on you because you didn't want to, take heed unto the truth, man. Take heed unto it. And take it seriously and wholeheartedly, okay? So, like, I'm gonna, what is it, Job? Is it Jeremiah? Grab another precept. All right, Salakia. All right, back to the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, and verse 5, once again. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastising of the Most High. My son, despise not the chastising of the Most High, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. All right, now rebuke can come in many ways. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai could put the spirit on a brother to speak, to use that brother, speak through that brother to rebuke you if you're going off on something. All right, or it could be, you know, something, you know, tragic happening in your life, and it teach you, as they say in the world, it teach you a life lesson, man. It teach you what not to do. Okay, brothers have fallen on very hard times, you know, and it made them that much more closer to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man. It make you that much more pray to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. So when you come out of that affliction and that hell that you was in, you know, you continue to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. You know, it's a testimony. You know, you can use it as Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai brought me out of this predicament. You know, and it be used. So there are various ways of, you know, being rebuked of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man. Okay. For whom the Yahweh, for whom the Most High loved it, he chastised it. All right. So there's a reason why you see Jake in the condition he's in. There's a reason why you see predominantly, you know, you got a lot of Jakes. You know, you got some Esau, you got some Edomites as well now, but predominantly, always seen who Jakes in the ghettos, man, the barrios. You know, Section 8. You know, welfare, you know, being the laughing stock, being mocked. Okay, matter of fact, grab a book of Deuteronomy, being laughed, being mocked, being made fun of, people picking on you, you know. So there's a reason for that, man, and let's grab it. Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 36, verse 37 is the point though. The Yahweh shall bring thee in thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. The Yahweh shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. Our king is who? King David, man. All right, so we always brought into this land, well, yeah, into this country, Babylon the Great, aka America, to serve out our punishment, to serve out our captivity, to serve out our disobedience unto Yahweh by Hashem Al-Shai. You know? And the Yahweh shall bring thee in thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. Going into them churches, man. Going into those churches, all right? Going into these idols. Look at look at these damn jakes in these churches, man. All these religions out here. And look at the so-called black woman in these churches, man. Like she's a ring leader. All right? She's the biggest coon out there, man. She's the biggest fool out there, gullible as hell. All right? The Yahweh shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. What other race of peoples, other nation of peoples can, you know, stake claim to being in hardcore slavery? What other race of people can claim to be at the very bottom? Now you got some people who say, well, the Irish, you know, well, a lot of the Irish are jakes, man. All right. Make no mistake about it. Regardless of what a Israelite may look like, the curses will tell you who he's. You know, just looking at his life and, you know, just analyzing the situation, be like, man, this guy has to be a jake, man. You know, he's getting his ass kicked. You know, not physically, just, you know, going through that hellfire, man, going through the trial and tribulation. Talking about condition. So, and then you could say, well, this guy, man, he has to be a jake, man. He may not look like your typical jake, but he has to be. You know, it has a flavor, it has a salt. But continuing on, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. Once again, those churches, verse 37 is the point. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. An astonishment. And man, look at these people, they say. You know, mockery, proverb. Look how, look how in the 1940s, 1950s, the golden years for Esau, Edom, the golden years for America, you know, especially 1950s, man, those was some of the best, you know, decades and generations for Esau, Edom, man. They, you know, they was in their glory, you know. Look at how they used the blackface, man. Okay, that was mockery, man, mocking you jakes out there. And you seem to have forgot because, you know, as they say in the world, you got the bag, you know, you got a little decent job, you're making, you know, decent amount of money. Now you just comfortable, you know. You know, you think that you and your enemy, Mr. Redman, is friends, okay? Which is further from the truth. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Yahweh shall lead thee. So, you know, back to the point, Hebrews 12 and 6, for whom the Yahweh loved it, he chastised it, and scorned every son whom he received it. So that was, you know, our chastisement, man. That was our whooping, you know. That was our beat down, you know, for being disobedient. Same way as a father, as it's gonna say, the same way as a father, when he corrects his son, you know, it seems at the moment you'd be like, man, you know, that's kind of harsh. Like, man, that was harsh how my father, I'm talking about father in the world, how my father used to, you know a lot of Jakes, you know, they grew up their father, but you'd be like, man, that was harsh how I got a whooping as a child. But then, you know, you grow up and you start to, you know, realize that, you know, those whoopings and those corrections actually taught you, you know, actually taught you a lesson, all right, what not to do, what to do. So the same way, you know, our Father in the world, it's the same way Yahweh Shema Shai does it, man. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai, man, this was our whooping, man. All right, because as it says, I gotta grab, I want to butcher it. 1 Kings 8, real quick. 1 Kings 8 and I believe 37. 1 Kings 8 and 37. 1 Kings 8 and 37. It reads, if there be okay, it's 1 Kings 8 and 47, Salakia. I'm sorry, I'm reading verse 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not. All right, because this flesh is weak, man. You know, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And thou be angry with them, and, you know, as it says, you know, as Scripture says, our righteousness is as filthy rags. All right, so, you know, our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. All right, right now we in the rehearsal stage, you know, rehearsing the righteous acts, doing the best we can do, you know, up under the limitations that we have. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy. All right, so this is the Yahweh Bashim Shai's will, man. All right, to deliver us unto our enemies. Once again, for a beat down, basically. Psalm 17, where it was it Psalms, well, basically where Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, uses, you know, the wicked as a, you know, I'm at to grab it. I don't want to butcher it. Psalm 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right, arise and disappoint him, cast him down. So Esau Edom will be cast down, and very, very soon. All right. And thou be angry with them, deliver them to the enemy, so that they carried them away captives unto the land of the enemy, far or near. So we have an enemy. All right, scriptures say so. We have an enemy, man. So I don't know. So you just out there that says that Esau Edom, is cool now, and because he smiled in your face. There's a song by the OJs, smiling your face, all while they're trying to take your place of backstabbers. So but just because he's smiling in your face does not mean that he's your friend, man. All right, at all. You have an arch nemesis. Okay. Verse 47. Yet, if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they were carried captives, if they shall bethink themselves in the land where they were carried captive, this is what we're doing now, stating claim that we are the Israelites, as it says, stating claim that we are the sons, and there's some Jacobs out there that realizing as well, sons and daughters of Yahweh Shem Shai. Then I don't want to Ratazah. We could be those ones that make it out of here, and matter of fact, verse 47, continue to read. If they shall bethink themselves in the land where they were carried captives, and repent, and make supplications unto thee in the land of them that carried them captives. This is what we're doing, praying, repenting, begging for forgiveness. Right now we've been called. We're not gonna know we are chosen, as I brought out Matthew 24 and verse 13, until the end, until we see the chariots and it's beaming us up, and there's a missile coming, and it'll be like a missile in the chariot. As you're getting beamed up, the missile hitting. Captain saying, we have sinned and have done preservedly. We have committed wickedness. All right, and we have done wickedness, man. Okay, before we knew, before we knew the truth, as it says, like in watch the movie Matrix, man. Okay, those movies, man, it be very, it be representing, some truth. All right, watch the movie Matrix. Neo, he was it red pill and a blue pill? The blue pill kept you in a docile state. The red pill, woke you up, man. All right, the same way this world, man. This world keeping a docile state, man, with all the social media and, the fake glitz and glamour and the fake American dream. All right, it just fake, man. Everything is fake. Okay, it's not until you hear this truth and you see the apostles and elders and the brothers hitting the highways and the byways, making the videos, and you come across, you be like, and you start listening, and you start listening more and more and growing. And then you be realizing that everything about this world was a lie, man. All right, what you were taught in school was a lie. The history was a lie. As far as Esau Edom being the top of everything, which is not the truth at all. All right, Jake has always been, Jake has always been stronger. Jake Kingdom has always been more up. As far as King Solomon was more was righteous. We had our own kingdom in the dark ages that they're not gonna speak about. All right. Verse 7, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 7. Get ready to close it out. If you endure chastising, Yahweh B'Shem Shai, Most High deal with you. So like, if you endure chastising, Most High deal with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastises at night? As I brought out, man. Same way as your father give you a beat down for, going off and doing things and disobeying whatever his rules were. You get a whooping, man. Yahweh Shema Shai gave us his instructions, his rules, what to follow. It just makes sense to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You can't follow all 613, perfectly, but it just makes sense to keep the dietary law and, the ones we can keep to the best of our abilities, man. It's healthy. It's a healthy lifestyle when you follow Yahweh Shem Shai. If you endure chastising, Yahweh Shem Shai deal it with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastiseth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are you bastards and not sons. So Yahweh Shem Shai basically is not, you know, as we can see, we see Esau Edom, Mr. Red Man, you know, the red peoples, which are not white, you know, they got translucent skin and blood show through their pale, pasty, leprosy skin. But, you know, we see them how they just, it seems like they just, you know, going through the motion, how they just going through life, not getting a, you know, not getting any punishment, just continuously, you know, get beat down and continuously get rejected, and all these all these barriers against Jake, because we are the sons and daughters of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, and only a few is gonna realize that those are the elect, those are the remnants that Yahweh Shem Shai has saved, that did not bow the knee to Baal. As it says, 7,000. 7,000 would represent completion. Okay. All right, so, you know, bastard is a fatherless child, man. And, you know, these other nations has no, you know, Yahweh Shem Shai is not dealing with them, man. He is not their father, okay? There's nothing, you know, and then it said, well, he created us, so what? I mean, yes, he did create you. I mean, not so what as far as, you know, but yes, he did create you, but you're not on that level, man, all right? You're not on that royal family lineage, okay? All right, so anyways, I'm in it there, giving all praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rachah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and teaching the Ruel, Shalom to the Akim, the hopeful elect that puts your truth, the thought, truth, and sincerity, Shalom, brother Thumb, Abba, Ball.